vampires beware, because the Blade Marvel Select action figure from Diamond Select is here. So let's get right into it and check out this vampire hunter from the Marvel comic universe. This Blade looks amazing with all the details into the figure sculpt, alternate heads and hands, as well as a slew of weapon accessories that it comes with, which I'll showcase later in this video. First, this figure has two sets of heads, one that has a cool and determined look, while the other head is Blade baring his fangs, ready to unleash his fury against his vampire prey. Blade's arms are sculpted nicely, and the muscles are proportioned correctly. They even have his iconic arm tattoos that run down his shoulders to his upper forearm. And I'm really digging those armor contraptions that he has on his forearms. I can just imagine those silver stakes being launched from there, taking out vampires at a distance. Moving over to his body armor, I am loving the segmented details he achieved here. Plus you have those rivets showing in the abdomen section and the strapping on all the sides and shoulders that keep his armor secured. I'm going to guess that it might be Kevlar armor with some silver running through it. The backside is great. You get to see his scabbard that holds his iconic titanium sword. Also on his backside, you get to see that specialized curved knife that he has and what I think is either a taser or maybe a clip of vials or bullets of something that attaches to the back of his right leg. Next we have Blade's sweet utility belt with all manners of clips, vials, and whatever else one needs to battle the denizens of the dark. There's even a loop here to attach his specialized tonfa weapon. Blade's pants are nicely done, showing off all sorts of folds in the fabric. Plus you have those great holsters attached to both legs for his guns, as well as plenty of silver stakes on his upper thigh too. His calf and feet area are armored against low attacking creatures, and these areas as well have weapon holsters too, which gives Blade several weapon options that are equipped all over his body. Now let's go ahead and move on to the unboxing of this Blade figure and check out the articulation of this Marvel Select action figure. So here's the Blade Marvel Select action figure ready to unbox. As you can tell, he is form-fitted behind a clear plastic shell and that it is sealed right here along the art card. So taking this figure out is going to destroy this. So give me 1 second to get this Blade action figure ready to showcase to you. So here's the Blade action figure ready to showcase. Let's go ahead and check out the articulation. We're going to start with the head and work our way down to the feet. As for his head, he has a nice 360 spin. Tilt, very minor. Side to side, not too much, but oh no, it's not horrible. So as for his arms, T-motion, that's about as far as you can go on his shoulders. But let's check out the rotation. As you can see, they rotate pretty nicely all around. He does have bicep swivel, as you can see. There is elbow articulation right there. It's a little tight, brand new, but not too bad on the elbow articulation. And he does have elbow spin, as you can see, which is a really nice touch. As for the wrist, they spin around a nice 360. Now there is going to be a little trouble. You can only put it inwards, but the wrist can't go back due to the stake getting in the way. So, all right, let's put these arms up and check out the torso articulation. So right here at the upper part, he spins around really nicely right there at the top portion. He does have a bottom articulation where he can turn around. It's a little tougher just because the scabbard's in a way, but as you can see, it does spin around really nicely at the bottom. All right, now as for the legs, nice split, very smooth. Going forward, the splits right here, the kick and the kickback, really nice. Awesome. All right, let's check out if he's got hip swivel. A little bit right there, but not too much. He does have swivel or rotation right there. Oop, that just popped off. Look at that in a second. So you saw that the thigh can swivel around, and then that piece that just popped off will go right in back in there. Knees bend nicely, really good. Oh, there's actually knee swivel as well. Really good rotation right there, very smooth. All right, let's see. It's a little bit tough right there, but he does have upper calf rotation. And that's gonna be in both legs. Awesome. And as for the feet, they point down, they point up, and they rock side to side. All right. Let me just get this figure back to reset, and we'll check out his accessories that he comes with. And for that piece that just fell off, his holster, you can see, you can just easily go ahead and just pop that right back in like so. Snug as a bug. Alright, now for the accessories. He does come with an alternate head showing his fangs, really in a nice battle pose, a growl almost, really cool. He does have alternate hands, which are kind of more of a gun pose style for holding his ballistic weapons. He's got an assortment of blades, these knives. They look gorgeous as ever. And one thing about the accessories, there is a slot on this figure for every single piece. Now as for this piece, I'm not 100% sure what it is. I think this might be a taser, but if you know, leave a comment below. He's got his iconic blade. Really nice. And this weapon, it's kind of like a billy club. I can't remember the actual name of this weapon. I think a tonfu, if I'm not mistaken. But really pretty, really nice. It actually goes right in here. Got a little hole that'll fit. And his guns. Really awesome. And this one as well. Alright, well let's go ahead and take a look at the size of this figure. Now on the Diamond Select website, Blade here is supposed to be a 7-inch tall action figure. Putting the ruler up to him, this vampire hunter does come out to be 7 inches tall. To give you a sense of scale, here is Blade next to other Marvel comic action figures, just so you get an idea of how he'll stand up within your collection. Now let's check out some of the packaging highlights over this Marvel Select Blades action figure. The packaging itself is a store peg hanger type. The action figure is secured in the mold form plastic. The action figure and accessories are clearly displayed behind the clamshell that is secured to the graphic card. I am digging the 3 swords symbol at the bottom for Blade. Not sure if that is the symbol in the Marvel Universe, but if you know, leave a comment about it below. Turning this figure to the backside, you get an excellent full body shot of Blade, but strangely missing most of his gear attached to him. There is a close-up of the alternate head showing Blade bearing his fangs. Below that is a brief character description. And feel free to pause the video to go ahead and read that. On the left side, you again get a closer look of the standing pose of Blade we just saw in the back. Now on to my pros and cons opinion about this Blade action figure. The pros. The accessories. Talk about all the variety of guns and blades he comes with for him to be successful in his vampire hunts. Plus an additional head sculpt and another set of hands. You sure get a lot for this $30 action figure. The sculpt. Diamond Select did a great job on this figure sculpt overall. I love the details that they were able to achieve in his body armor, utility belt, and even the folds in his pants are super impressive. Collectability. Having an action figure of Blade is a rare treat, as I don't really ever see this character get made into a collectible action figure that much. So, if you need a Blade for your Marvel lineup, this is a great one to get. Articulation. I mean, this figure articulates beautifully and smoothly. All the joints work out great, and because of that, you can really achieve some great action poses with it. And to see those great action poses, keep watching to the end of this video to get a link to that episode showcasing those action poses. The cons. Packaging collectors. Now what I mean about this, if you're a collector that likes to keep their figure in the box and want that box to be mint, well, you may have some trouble there, as I rarely see the packaging on these Marvel Selects without a corner being bent. Shoulder limitation. I do wish that the shoulder articulation was higher up on this figure so you can achieve more dynamic poses of him raising his weapons above his head. Well, I am very happy with this Blade action figure, as it is my very first 7-inch action figure from Diamond Select, and I can't wait to start growing my Marvel collection with this line. And like I mentioned earlier, the MSRP, or the cost for this figure, is about $30 basically, which is a great price for a figure of this quality, plus with all the accessories that it comes with. Well, I want to give a shout out to the following Nerdmazing fans: Zook1, The Patriot 47, and the Horror Cat Dad. If you want a shout out in the next following Nerdmazing Showcase review episode, leave a comment below. I'll also give the details on how I select those shout outs in the comment section too. Do you want to see all the amazing action poses you can achieve with this Blade figure right here? Well, check this episode out. Or you can see these collectibles too. Well, thanks for joining me here at Nerdmazing, and as always, be passionate in what you do, share your passion with others, and be kind to one another, as this world can always use more goodness in it. This is Adam with Nerdmazing, and I'll see you next time.